Hey Brian, could you pass this picture?
Feels like everyone has a science effect right now. Everyone's getting one.
She has it's like a sinus condition that I think actually probably makes her more susceptible to them.
Oh no.
I think it's
Clogged up ducts.
She has ducks in there. Interesting. Do they quack?
If quack sounds like snoring.
It depends on who you ask. Odds or evens?
Odd sounds good. It would be odd.
So apparently it's like in every other like tournament thing. I'm gonna just forget my play mat when I walk out the door.
Oh jeez. It's because you don't shove it in your.
It literally is. I never forgot my play mat when it was just folded up in my bag. My problem is like on Wednesdays I was like rushing out of work until I get here. So I keep everything next to each other, but it's like grab and go.
Thanks, Lane.
Thank you.
My brain knows you said Lane, but at first I thought you called him Lane, and I was like, damn, what's that?
That's unfortunate actually for school. You know you're not the first person to have thought of that.
Really?
I'm saying I'm sure you're not. How'd shuffling go over there, Allison?
What?
How did shuffling go over there?
I was okay.
Oh, did she also get new sleeves?
No, it's just she's playing she's playing a double sleeve of mine.
Oh.
Just like
Does she normally not play double sleeve?
no.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, no. I mean she's got tiny hands. So.
Who's your opponent?
Blake. He's on.
Oh, snap! Blake's coming. Hell yeah.
Yeah. The clutch non-buy.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I'm sure we'll get busier again during set champ time.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. It's just
It's Christmas. So.
put 4 cards back.
I think I'm gonna just do 2.
Yeah, I haven't played in like a little over a week, so I'm like, what am I doing? How does this game work?
You call a card, and then they say if they have it in their hand, and if not, you go fish.
That sounds easy enough. Sorry, I need to get out.
Ink, man. Play followers.
Yep.
Marvel.
Cindy plays.
Oh, I am unfrazzled.
But what if you hit him with the old flazzle dazzle?
Razzle-dazzle.
Razzle dazzle.
Ink, goat. Play followers. Plus 2.
Gotcha. Draw. Storm the Merfolk. Let's Ink Peak, because I don't think he's good against you, and place me. Go ahead.
I was thinking of the, it was one, yeah.
Alright, so
Thank
she
you.
gives him at least one check.
Payout crab.
So we're gonna trade with them.
You got 3 in hand, right? Yep.
She's gonna take out and then
Ink a big Cindy, play a dot,
play.
quest a 2, take a damage.
There you go.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought I said that.
Oh, no problem.
I didn't look at it, I walked up to look on the computer.
Let go.
Hey, look, guys, no, like, they just go ahead and talk about it. And she goes to ask Andy, I watched it. And Andy, he's like leading the crowd, because they like, there was
Plus 1.
13.
Pass.
and you guys.
And you have how many in hand? 3?
And he's
Oh,
like,
yes.
no, why? He wasn't gonna know.
Quest a 4, trigger dot,
And then, that time
ink warrants, play a sad boy.
she's like, yeah, well, we had another thing, but I don't know if you're gonna want that. And you get into like, and she was like,
Trigger grab.
what's going on?
Go ahead.
He ended up did like after a little bit, like afterwards.
Ink Fox. Also down the beast.
So I got station.
Hit beast.
Yep.
Quest cube.
5.
And pass.
Ready, trigger bigger, draw.
Yes, they're like embossed, so all the legendary.
Ink the king of the jungle. Quest for 2 to 6, trigger dock. Play this tink trigger, and then we're gonna strength to take up the game. Go ahead.
My favorite thing about this deck this was Joe's original idea, and it took iterations to get it.
Plus 1.
Got you at 6 all?
Good. Pass.
Ready, trigger bigger beast. Draw.
Alright.
Let's go to 12. Trigger. No actions. Go ahead.
Because it's
Let's go to you 2.
And then because of her, she's like 3/5, so I'll take her out. And I take 3.
Decide to go back to old reliable. Yeah. I think it's a good choice.
I like how you're like, I was doing so great with Jafar, let's not do that anymore.
I have a method to my madness.
wildly upset. I was up together, like, if I can get this thing.
Oh, she's still playing the Amber.
She just didn't have a chance. She was actually gonna play that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's why we got the daisies from.
It's fun. I think it has legs. I don't know like how many, but I think there is legs there. Do you want to go first or second?
No, I'm first. Finish up one.
Second.
Good luck.
My favorite thing, this came out right before we set up this. I was looking at all of them. This is fucking on the front.
Four.
I'm gonna do 5.
I need one more altar because I have very lost.
Somehow, with all of these cards, I only found any of
You're so good, you just scare your opponents to not even show up.
and then I get to draw.
I think Don played.
Ooh.
Yeah, but would be good if you were playing your other deck.
Big tank. Bison deep. Go ahead.
Alright, let's take out the How many cards are there?
It's a definitely actually.
All these cards and none of my backs. I could.
Coconut and Go-Go.
We're not go-go.
And then I will dispense.
I don't care. I'm gonna play without like.
I told you 3 minutes. I made it. I think it was rolling on.
Go ahead and start.
Yeah, let's go to I don't think there's any way I can possibly get out of that.
If you want to just take, I mean, I'm gonna just start playing.
You can team. But take one.
I don't think you can make a bad loss. Yeah, I would much rather play. So.
I think Don. Let's play Rose. Get a lore.
Okay, catch at one.
That's
No, you're fine.
Storm it. Ink Cindy. Play Lawrence. Quest for 3 and pass.
I roll.
Banish one, send one, put one in. I only do that in my field.
Alright. Ink coming out of them. Churn apart.
Like catch. I'm gonna bounce. Hey, go back to your hand.
Sure.
Finish that and whatever happens.
We are in friends. Okay.
Friends.
Let's go ahead and trade here. It's quest of 5. Ink. In the words of Bobby Flay, let's kick it up a notch. Go ahead.
Yeah, bro. I'll sell the big one. Quest for 3.
4 to 5?
Yep. Yeah, pass.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's storm the kid. It's quest for 2 trigger. Go to 9 trigger. Ink Lawrence, place that. Go ahead.
And then
How many in hand?
Just one.
Really funny is
I draw. Bounce the daisy.
Play it. Also, it's like certain
nothing in my
book,
graveyard.
random kills book, and also seems,
So you'll be at 7.
Pass.
Ready. Draw a piece. Draw for turn.
It's because I have
How many?
4 now. Register too.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna play Elsa and I'll turn down Piglet. And I'll just try to brush.
Ink this Rapunzel. Smee. Daisy.
And I'll just go.
I'm playing the strength, but I'm deciding on what.
Not entirely. Don't move your hair.
Yep.
Also,
Yeah.
quest for 2 trigger.
How much ink left?
Go to 15 and pass.
Oh, no, but I think it's only a challenge. Yeah, you should be good. I think it's just,
Yeah, Cindy Storm is like really rough there.
and I'm going to move 3 damage from here. And then I'll trade. I'll take it out.
Thanks, you too.
So is this an EU list or?
I just kind of I started from one I thought was the most interesting to me, and then kind of like just put some tweaks that put it more into my play style. All the lists are so aggro right now, which I'm not a huge fan of. It's I mean, like, what do I do against a game like that when my deck is full of like aggro tools, right? So
Yeah. It's kind of like picking your poison. Like, do you want your deck to be tuned for this matchup, or do you want it to be tuned for?
which is why I don't like it this meta, because like last set, it was kind of like a jack of all trades, kind of like red purple, but now all of a sudden it feels like we're just trying to get under stuff.
I think I agree.
I don't like it. So, especially for around here where I'm getting equal parts, if anything more leaning towards the steel side, like I can't play this.
Yeah, no, no.
And I freaking pulled this. I was like, ready. There's a $1,000 card.
Nice. I like that.
What do you think of the tip I had? I know. I know.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you're gonna like that.
I did see like the
Yeah, I think I might try it out. Maybe eventually I'll go back to Red Steel.
I wish we got the list that motivated you.
Yeah. I have to do things.
I think now it's just assumed it was a rookie just from now on. Because nobody's heard of it.
Or they did so bad they don't.
Right. Yeah.
I still think the craziest story is the fact that the winner was LP.
Flip triggers.
Yeah, just on Wednesday. So on Thursday.
You played it last year. Well, you could have.
It's only because I almost played it over and like I don't want to put anything together.
Because I wanted I don't know how much it was. They would get managed. Yeah, but that was my thing. Because I opened the pencil and I was like 50% sure to get managed by that game. It pops itself, so it would have to. And then you don't have a face up in the action. Yeah, so I wouldn't be able to do something to figure out. Yeah. Well, and the one you don't get ready to refine it. It would more the dance round two.
My hand shuffle.
And then
Okay, ink down. And then let's trade. I have
all these sets open wide.
Sing friends.
Lewis Revolution is when it's called like 3 or 4. Is that
Dial. Ohio calling.
Tinkerbell. Plays.
Can I answer it?
And
all right, Rich, I'm ready for it.
It's my boss's cousin. That would be awesome.
So he hired.
No, yeah.
I like wouldn't be paranoid. I've heard so many calls off based on him.
That's good right there.
So much.
It's easier when you have them in
Holy
The one thing that I don't like about prior to that. No, this is insane.
Your parents have been posted.
Oh, okay. They do all that.
Instead of saying it, you know, wait a second.
I know, I love that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's breathing outside.
All right. I can grab.
I didn't see.
Lonnie, you're with me today. Call us. And then brush them.
Feel free to vote.
So the one that Dylan gave me.
Well, and like, it's good and bad that they're doing this community, like a different. Like, it's good for me.
I wish it was. I guess not even.
But the cars just so last. Like cars, you know,
Yeah, they have like.
Lumber on the bottom left of your house.
and that's it. And then
You can tell it's over here.
Yep.
It's not adequately either. Like the size of it doesn't look and what it is I guess. I can see it.
Yes.
I was like.
You were which area? I apologize.
Well, especially for anything that's high. Like I know this is
Those are the ones. Those are the ones. Yu-Gi-Oh! Prize.
What's the point? Yeah,
Yep. So then he did.
Judge, here we go.
Have it used as big.
Turn player.
Your turn,
Don't read what we will find out.
You can call judge for
I
don't want to either, but like, I'm gonna do it. Let's
Do it.
change it. Right,
I hope not. And I don't think that's the case because I do know.
Here we go. Cool. That considered
Cards and free.
Oh no, that's the one.
Wow, that's
So
Wait, a goat or a rose, right? Yeah, you wanna?
Oh, yeah.
Good games. It was so close, 19-19.
So I made it. So you have to
Grab also
Yeah,
packed out.
Look how your are they all on the bottom? Oh my God. Literally on like the last quarter at least. I mean, Gabbro was really fun, but sometimes, I always find when I play it that like they just have enough to control, Yeah. Or even like on a court draw, I so that can make a great challenge.
Ask you.
Just copy the bill so I can learn the
Plus 3.
Oh, Richie, keep forgetting to tell you the name of that book. So I do have it. And then also there's another book that I definitely think Ren would I managed to get a very secret society of regular
Go ahead.
And then you get the bus one, you can go first. Every time you close, like, hey, buy this. I'm like, sure.
and then I do legends and
Every fucking time.
It's like a hug in form, so if she ever just needs like something super cozy, that's what not heavy on the plot. But it's very cozy. Literally, it's fancy. There's literally like a giant mouse that bakes. Highly recommend you to hug. Yeah, I recommend just need a hug.
Go ahead. What's your story?
Of course, we split it through the minor.
I will be able to play this time.
I feel like I won.
They were
It's been a while.
I didn't even know Ryan.
I will see you play followers against you.
I think we didn't like.
Salty dog shrimp after his time.
Well, I think it's like everyone's fun with them, so like we can't
His list is bad. Yeah. He took his good list and made it worse. Plus one.
Draft. I was 1-1 and he was 1-2. Like, I'm just gonna be seeing. I'm not even gonna play. And I was like, oh, you gotta play. I can tell you something. But it's
You could also just order another deck because that has everything.
If you ever need to borrow,
Go ahead.
let me know.
Sorry, that wasn't a
I own the game and I can only play one deck.
But he's not even in that position, so.
He said he was waiting for a lot of things to rise.
Oh, Nate, I was sorry, Nate. He watches everything it sounds like.
He seems like he said he could. I don't know. He seems like he might have a little bit of it, but I feel like that's just. I think it's just like because I came from Magic. I think it's
Free.
Oh, and it's been
Yeah. So it's, I don't think it's meant to be ego, but I think it's I was a Magic player. This is
His turn timer about the game is definitely wrong.
he has a Magic mindset, which I understand because I didn't sleep.
you know, it's probably kind of
As far as that goes, Jesus Christ.
It's weird because like things do carry over from Magic, but not as much as
First time. Or just do
They use
7.
They use the fucking baby shit. That shit is weird. Because you see the over with this.
You're built like a bot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I draw from
Yeah, it's ruined, yeah. I've had this episode 4
Plus
times.
for one more.
Choose after I price it out, whatever.
I have to say, yeah. When I don't mean it, you continue playing. Sorry. I'm like, yes, I'm aware of Yeah. That's why I didn't need. I was like, let's protect the hand.
Probably nobody, but that's a lot. But I would, you'd still like, go up and yell across the room, tell them something's One of
The power of a second.
one of the ones that. So cool. But reading at the same time.
Plus for forward.
Does that mean yeah, okay, so can you make the game say that you targeted? Yeah. Okay. No, so can you make the game say that you targeted? Like, can you have a team line? I would like you to do absolutely.
I wonder.
Yeah, I was just.
Yeah, exactly. He's never met me. I've seen
I'm
him
on
here.
your bridge.
I've never came back.
Yeah.
No, it's
That's a thing where like Hearthstone.
and if you open
I
up.
tagged him in the post.
Or
Surrounding.
I think that's a good point. I think Hearthstone is probably the game that I
So quest 2 is me.
Yeah, really, it was like, hey, man.
Regardless of that, it's jarring.
We're gonna head out.
I was gonna get
You guys trying to stuff?
Yeah, the thing with alert.
Yeah, when you're mentioning about that, how magic
You gave your Terra, but
actually really funny thing.
Thank you.
Like how close is it to an online CCP as opposed to a paper CCP?
Thank you for catching Ellie.
Yeah, yeah.
got a hot ass
That burns more.
Where did you go? That brings me. But chatting. I don't even know.
I just didn't see it. Found out I could play by.
Like everything.
Everything I read that, I can play the other side.
Because when I'm playing a deck, I also want to close the start.
It's like the first. So next, I got the game. I don't know, like if we work Saturday, I would.
Are you gonna try to do set chance when they come around?
Oh, yeah. Try that.
Yeah,
They don't have that
I'll,
over yet, so.
it seems interesting. I was wondering where you came up with that.
Oh, I just did it. It's the one. I had like all the newer stuff. All that. I had this all documented out, and then I ordered like all the cards for it.
That's what I thought you were gonna play. I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be interesting.
They might just say that's it.
Yeah. I hope I don't run into it that much.
When I have it before, the only thing I missed, I only have 2 games. You definitely need to play
I think there's still an argument between 3 and 4, but I think it's better on those two.
So the argument to me is what number between 6 and 8 you play combined rabbits?
I think we talked about this last week.
I still think it's a good question.
Lorcana, you are right to
My brain still says 6.
You can make an argument for any of those 3 numbers, and I would not mind. Yeah.
I think if you're arguing and feeling like, I think it's I think you want 3 rounds. So I think if you feel you have to play 4, you need 7. But I think if you're fine with 3, you need, I think but
Through the whole process.
I might also be overvaluing right.
Picking up the back. So put it reverse force. Actually, it's coming. I mean, it wasn't like I was going anywhere.
You said you're coming back?
No.
No.
Have the inverse.
Oh. See, it's perfect. I have to beat you, so I'm at table 1 again because I forgot my playmat.
Yeah.
So this is how I get a playmat for
Stay there all
today.
day, baby.
Exactly. I feel like me and you have not played in like forever.
It has been a minute.
I'm trying to genuinely think the last time we faced.
It hasn't really been a long time.
The last time I can remember was the end of set 2, where I was playing Sapphire Steel, you were playing Ruby Amethyst, and we talked about how good my deck was, but how hard it was to play.
No, so we definitely had set 4, me sending you in the Red Blue Oblivion matches. At least 1 or 2.
Okay, I believe that. I'm trying to remember if we played the first week of set 5 when I played the Princess deck. Because I remember I got dumpstered by 2 Ruby Amethyst players, and I'm trying to remember if you were one of them.
Case tournament?
No. This was just like a Wednesday.
No, I don't. It probably was not me.
Okay. There's 2 other Ruby Amethyst players. One of them might have been Cody, because I think Cody was on Ruby Amethyst.
That's why I would just like forget that she did that.
You definitely, we were sitting right there, and I was playing Purple Steel mid, and you were playing Jafar, and you won. So that was, I mean, that would have been set
That would have been
3 or 4,
the beginning of set
probably
3.
3, right?
Yeah, because set 4 I played Popsicles and then switched to Bucky. Well, no, I played Bucky at the Case tournament, switched to Popsicles, and then realized I should just be Bucking and played Bucky.
Right. So you did the inverse of Anthony, who won the Case tournament with Bucky, and I was like, no, I'm good. I'm going to go play Blue Steel.
Well, I did top 8 with Bucky,
No.
but
Okay.
I was on the Popsicle Copium, won a store championship with it, played the store championship here, lost to Bucky, and was like, oh yeah, that's what I should be doing. Odds or evens?
Odds.
I'll go first. Good luck.
You as well.
Kids getting excited for Christmas?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know.
We're going to mulligan 6.
I think 5 is good. Is a good number.
Man, both of our hands were just horrible, and we're just like...
I mean, this is playable. This ain't what I want.
Hawk. Judge. My opponent tried to damage my cards. Good luck. He might.
There's still time.
How hungry are you?
I mean, I could always eat. That's my superpower. I can always eat.
Honestly, same.
Incredible bulk. He's always hungry.
Go ahead.
Show me what you got. Haha, you ain't got nothing. All right, so what if I said gas-powered stick never runs out of gas?
All right,
Go
let's
ahead.
see that.
We're talking about Daisy being a bad or good card. Let's find out.
No trigger, go ahead.
Show me the top.
1, 2.
You know what? I'm okay with you getting those, honestly. Ink another Rapunzel. What does the doc say?
What does the doc say?
Then go ahead.
No, you're totally fine. He just
I just want to kill all the things. How many cards in hand?
2. This will represent my hand size.
Oh, yes, thank you.
I stole that trick from Reese.
It's a good trick.
It's a good one.
I'm going to ink this.
It's a lot easier. That version is a lot easier when you know the answers.
Quest for 1, go to 1. And then Fox and Easy.
Everyone else is like,
You have the attribute warriors.
And pass to you.
You have all the numbers. You have baffled.
That's a broom you picked up, right?
Yes, sir.
Go to 8.
Trigger, trigger, trigger. Grab it.
yeah, I know,
Go to 10. Trigger. Ink. Bodyguard. 11. Go ahead.
If you know your attributes,
No trigger for me.
We're tied, as all things should be.
Got a lot of stuff over there, Richie.
Yeah. Gas-powered stick never runs out of gas.
Doc.
That's the one thing I really have to worry about with them is the recycling.
thank God.
I was at 11, right?
Yes.
Saturday. So in recent, probably this last year.
I moved it to update my hand and couldn't remember if it was 10 or 11, so I had to check.
We go on Sunday.
And this broom just came down, right?
I'll pass to you.
It's like 10 minutes of like that.
Draw.
It's so big.
Trigger.
Not big, it's a regional.
Go to 15. Ink Fossa.
All right.
No, so it was
Concrete Jungle, baby.
last year.
Let the concrete go to the next game.
It's been summer recently.
I've never been to all of my
This was a very good one.
before COVID.
I definitely misplayed and should have. Well, in retrospect, I should have locked on 3 and then said, who cares about Daisy? I think we just have to go into this game.
Yeah, I thought you didn't have to brawl when you didn't brawl that turn.
No, but if you would have, you could have.
Let's quest first.
Yeah.
And you go to 2 and then grab it.
And then banish it.
Yes.
So you draw 2. Did you draw your second card?
Yeah, I did. We're going to game 2.
Okay.
There's nothing here.
Was it basically like the prepper bus?
I mean, I had it, but it was just too slow.
Oh yeah, you were only on 5 and
Right.
not 6.
Well, I will go first.
Don't forget those 2. Yeah, the being on the play with the 1/1 drop is very strong. Yeah, I was interested in this deck from when Lorganes did well with it at Seattle.
Yeah.
And he posted this updated list, and I changed like 1 card because I thought 4 big Cindy's was way too many.
I mean, I get trying to increase the Mufasa proc, but that seems pretty like low probability. I don't know.
It's interesting. It felt. I drew with Joe, but I lost like our games that we played. But I had beaten Nate on basically the same deck. But Joe's was a little bigger because he's also like playing Chenpo.
Right. Yeah, I played Tony on Wednesday last week, and he was playing Steel Foster as well. He was the only one that took a game off me last week.
So you're saying it's a good chance for him? Was he on the play or the draw? That's the real question.
I think I was on the play.
Okay. So I did one better. I won the die roll.
Yes.
Good luck.
Useful.
He's playing with dolls.
It felt better, but I'm going to mulligan 5 win. Full keep, just do it. You got it.
I kind of want
I
to,
believe
but I
you.
feel like it's wrong. We're gonna full keep.
YOLO, let's do it.
I don't think it's right, but it's one of those every card I could mulligan I think could just make it worse depending on what I draw. So
Right. Well, we can also. I'll play Chart Box and Bestio.
Fox, I'll hit Lilo.
Inkadoc play a semi pass. Gotcha.
Quest for 1 will trigger draw.
I've seen the funny line.
Ink Friends.
Get on the board. This is like the weird thing.
Oh my
God. Go ahead.
I know I'm doing these. I want to do this next turn, which means it probably has to be one of these.
Is there any situation in which a face down card is not?
That feels bad. Is there a world where it could just do this? What could your three could be? A Sisu? Could be a 2.
Thunder might have been away.
I think we just be a coward.
Seriously, I tripped up when I saw that. I was like, there's no one shot through the crazy.
Yeah, I wasn't going to use it, so I was going to do it before you just
Concrete jungle legends of
Yeah. Weird. That's why I said is a trend that you can say you can set it and then set it.
And we have 3.
I'll be at 4.
Oh,
Then we'll Inca Doc, play a Doc and pass.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ink that. Brawl Doc. Sure. Nah, repeat that. How many cards in the hand?
2.
bounce box and box and pick up these.
Also have emergency.
Go ahead.
3, and then I will.
Well, that was
I saw you debating on it, and I'm like,
always a possibility, but I was like 2 cards in hand.
Yeah,
that's
my hand.
7.
Yeah. I'm really excited. They're really late, but now I'm
Go ahead.
Thank you. I love it.
I think that broom play is really difficult
Yeah.
because I think it's like if you expect me to not have it, or if you expect me to have it from like turn 2, it's like really hard to know if you're supposed to or not.
Right. Pass you.
And you have how many in your hand?
A lot. 5.
Go for 5, and you'll have a trigger.
Yep. What is 5 put you in?
12, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Yep.
12. I like that.
Yeah. That's not
Oh,
bad.
you have a fox. Clear. Go to 14. Go ahead. I think we are the questions.
Yeah. That is a true statement. Pop Piglet.
Fox, take up easy.
Draw.
And it's almost like we're both good players and know how this game's gonna play out.
That's true. That's a true statement. We ink a fox to play another fox.
Oh.
And kill one. Okay, now it's to you.
Trigger beast, draw for turn.
Yep,
And you have 6 ink now, right?
correct.
You have
6 cards in hand.
no B prep is on the bottom. Has other fox. So do that. Can't do that. We're going to 17.
Okay.
I know that.
I can overlay these two and keep comboing.
Go ahead.
Don't need that.
Gotta do it. 1 card in hand.
Yep.
which is right there for me in front of my face.
That's 2 little 4s. Green one is the lady.
This plays into B prep, but it's one of those things I don't think this is a scary enough board to just leave alone.
Yeah. No, I think that's smart.
No, I don't think it's gonna affect what I'm doing.
But if I don't utilize the card that allows you to tribute your opponent's
Burn on the dock.
Does not have to be
That is true.
It's like maybe you would do this over B prep, but it's pretty risky.
No, I would absolutely just be preppy here. Fox trades with Doc, and Cindy dies. I'm really not pleased about getting draw, but I don't.
Yeah, this is not a good spot.
One more.
Diablo.
Am I inking here?
Yeah, it's like tribute amounts on each field.
No, it's like no. Yeah.
I don't have.
It's not necessarily a Fox trade. Draw piece, draw for turn. That was like the best draw here. Go.
Oh no!
I said it's like the best draw. I was not lying. The king of the jungle comes out when he's ready.
Holy moly! I don't think there's anything now.
I don't think so.
What is that? The theme?
Nope. I mean, that's it.
I like the archer more, right?
Ursula.
See what it is.
Diablo. Boosting
Trigger.
Diablo to trigger Piglet.
Oh, tricky.
Time ago.
Good games, Richie.
Yeah.
Whew.
So I'm guessing that was not how the games with versus Tony went.
No. I was only a couple cards down for the beat up with the Mufasa. What was different? He was not he was doing the thing where I'm trying to be I'm either aggro no mid range and then therefore not doing good either. He wasn't on piglets.
Okay.
He was on his curve was probably maybe a little bit higher than yours, but I'm trying to remember. He had a couple cards that I looked at that was okay. But I assume you're playing the big tanks if you're playing the.
Yeah. 3 big tank,
Yeah.
2 baby tank.
We're gonna give it a day.
Like my only thing above Mufasa is 3 big tank, 3 big Cindy. It's like,
No, you're playing Chimpos, right? Didn't I see one of those?
well, that's 5.
Oh yeah,
So it's
yeah,
equal
both
with
yeah.
Mufasa.
No, I think he was playing that same mix then. No, I don't remember anything.
He might have been on Lilos instead of piglets, maybe. I'm on 1 Lilo and 3 piglets.
I did.
It might have just been the
Oh, he was on Lilo 2 drop? Oh yeah, Lilo. I was thinking Lilo 1. He was on Lilo 2 drop. Lilo was not really doing it for him.
I have 1 in here just because I want to try it. That's what I took out the 4th big Cindy for.
Yeah, I like just going fast. And triple 1 drop it on turn 2. That's just
That was really lucky because I only played 8. But
yeah. But that happens.
I think the only the brawl play game 1, I think definitely could have changed it.
Yes, I do. I thought about it. I was thinking about it, and then I was just okay, let's get the Fox out.
I'm trying to think
Was
if
gone
the
for a second.
storm, how relevant the storm play was game 2.
Yeah, I mean, and I thought about holding, like, I was just like, okay, I can just hold this, and next turn I can, on 4, I can 1-drop Fox. But I was just like, I saw 1 strength already. There's only 2 cards in hand. I was just like, I assume you're playing 4 and 4.
3/3 and then 2 Zeus.
Okay, so I mean that makes me feel even better. I think it was the right play, and I just came up on the short end.
The only thing, like, I agree. I think I like the play. The only reason I think I don't is because, and I don't know exactly. Your turn 2 do nothing. Like the pop followers do nothing. Made me feel like you were playing around the storm.
Yeah.
So if you're playing around the storm there, I feel like you play around the storm at that point because there's no way for me to get rid of it since it's uninkable.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. I think it was more about Cindy plus a removal. And then once you would thin your hand out, and I think you'd played this, you'd ink the strength or play the strength before that or whatever.
I think I used 1 to kill.
Yeah, there was 1 that came out, and I was like, okay, 2 cards in hand. You used the removal. He's at most 8. 2 cards in hand. Let's roll a die. But you can make an argument that there was just no need. Because my next turn was Rabbit.
Yeah.
Like there was no like.
It almost gives you
out,
more options
right,
to hold it.
Right. Getting the Fox. Well, if you had a weak turn, then I could Quest Broom Rabbit draw 2, and that feels pretty good. Or Genie and draw 2. But yeah, because I think how advanced your board ended up being, it was a much weaker play to just play a 4-drop than
There is no like this deck will be decent.
So I do ultimately think it was probably the wrong play on my. Like I mean, I think I played the percentages decently well,
yeah,
but there was probably just no reason to actually play the percentages and just hold it.
Yeah.
No, exactly. I know. Yeah, go ahead. Bring it up.
Yeah, I mean it's fast action. If it goes, it goes. So
this is sweet. I like it because it doesn't like just flop like aggro decks do.
yes.
I found Doc to be really good in this deck.
Yeah, Tony was down on him because he was like, he always dies, and like your docs always should have died, and I think I misplayed it or whatever. But going 1, 2, 3 Mufasa or Jambo is so insane in that deck.
Or Tragic Hero.
Right, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I think it's just like, it quests for 2, it lets me like enhance my curve. Like, I'm really impressed with how it is in this deck. I like the couple bodyguards I'm playing. I'm not playing a lot. I have like 2 Chimpo, 2 Pluto.
He was playing. We talked about Baloo in his deck, just as far as like going faster. But you're playing Lawrence too, right? I think it's
I'm on 4 Lawrence.
I think Lawrence is really good. But then again, I always view my opponent's cards through the Ruby lens instead of the Steel lens. So like Lawrence and in Pluto become way better, like or way better in my eyes than that might be if you were playing like against the Steel Slot opponent.
Yeah. Which is like the thing. I'm curious how this deck plays into Steel Song.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be something where on the draw split really matters, right? Like if you dock on 3 on the draw, I think you got a smokeless chance in hell of that guy going of you being able to quest the Mufasa or whatever your 5 is.
And my opponent has a card that says
if you just go for your early game is fine, but you have more characters, so.
If they're playing Daisy, it's really good for me too because I have such a good Daisy on. I'm curious to see how the Zeuses are, because like I mentioned, there was just something that Lore Games had. I was like, I think I like it. That's
the thing with Zeus, right, is like, what are we playing on 4? We're playing Rapunzels and Plutos.
Rapunzel, Pluto, the Tinkerbell.
The Tinkerbell. Okay. So there's I would absolutely sing Zeus with Tinkerbell a million.
I think
Pluto.
there's 8 twos. Because there's 4 Rapunzel, 2 Pluto, 2 Tink.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, so there's probably I probably don't want to sing with Rapunzel except in a pinch, but those other 4 I would. But if you're trying to skip just depends, I guess, on how many times you're trying to skip 3 to 5. Because I probably don't use 1 by 5 unless I absolutely have to.
Chempo's fine,
Yeah.
but Beast
Mufasa or
and
Sad Beast?
Mufasa, not
Yeah.
really. Yeah, I'm curious to see because like the question is like, I think you want a larger removal spell for like Genie.
Yeah, I
and
can see that, for
Half
sure.
Shark, but the question is if it will be better than like the Strength would be, for example.
Yeah, but then it just comes down to how reliable is me building a board big enough to use strength crazy, you know?
Especially against the decks that I'm like trying to consider. It's like I think against Ruby Amethyst, it's probably like against the Genie decks. I think it's fine. I think the Half Shark decks, it's probably harder. So that may be the reason you need a couple Zeuses. Because running gold count's also close. I think I'm at like 1100 units.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you got room for.
It's like Daisies, Storms, those two, and then the Tinks, so 12.
Yeah.
Or no, 11 because it's only 3 Storms.
Yeah. And Yellow Tank is a thing too, where like since I've been playing since set 1, it's like only certain tanks are shiftable tanks in my head. Like basically just like the 3-drop steel one that never gets played anymore. And so like I would look at that tank and that would be like, oh yeah, it's whatever, who cares? And then you shift out like, oh no.
When I was playing Jafar, I blew a couple people out on the Sunday. I played it with 3-drop evasive Tink into shift big Tink.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm just trying to figure out like what's good right now. I think there's room in the meta to like not play the like top decks.
Yeah, it's like because everybody's playing everything so close to the best right now with Continentals. It's just like
I'm really curious to see if and how big a difference NA is versus EU.
And I think it will be. I think historical trends will follow, where Europe was red, blue, and green, purple, and NA was steel. And I think there's going to be a lot more steel song and green steel in NA Continentals.
I'm curious because Green Steel did not have a good weekend. Zan did very poorly with it over there.
So, like, if you look at this, is a very like reductionist way to look at it. But like, you could say that like, okay, red purple got one new card in Genie. What am I blanking on? Am I missing another one? No. And that like
technically Diablo, if you can,
right, but that not really being played in the standard. So you can say it got one new card, but that card like made a good deck even better.
Yeah.
And you could say Green Steel got 1 to 3 new cards, depending on what your counts of GGT, Pluto, and Calhoun are.
Yeah. I do not like the Calhoun.
But does not seem like it. But its new additions don't seem like they really did a whole lot at all for the deck.
Yeah.
Like,
what was it? The highest rated one played 0 new cards.
Right. Yeah. Because I don't think you have any space for Calhoun. I don't think it's really that good.
I saw people playing it over the dock, and I do not like that change.
Pluto, it's like, what are you bodyguarding? Because most of the time you're just trying to leave that shit upright for all the crazy things that it does. Or it's Diablo and it doesn't need a bodyguard. And then GGT is definitely like, that deck has no way to close games out or get more fast. So like, I get it, like, but like people are now like red alert. Like the green purple made it so everybody knows.
Yeah.
We're bouncing our Elsas, our Maui's back to avoid getting blown out by GGT.
It's harder to do against Emerald Steel because of the direct removal, though.
Yes. And especially, like, I don't know if the new versions are playing a Zeus or 2 just to get the insane, like, I Zeus or Tamatoa and get 5, or whatever. Like,
I haven't seen any, but I've thought about it. I'm like, I wonder if Zeus is
I think, like, in the case tournament, there was a couple 4s. But I don't think anybody else has had, like, a crazy one yet or whatever.
I would probably play 2 GGT if I played the deck.
Yeah, I don't think it's a 4-0, right? Like, but I don't think the deck really got enough to like boost it, which warms my red purple heart.
Well, and so that kind of leads to the question, like, because you can obviously make arguments, but in my opinion, I don't think there is an argument that it was the best deck at the end of set 5.
You think? I'm sorry. You think it was or wasn't?
I think it was. It won back-to-back North American DLCs. I understand it didn't win Europe, but like you mentioned, different metas.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Like I somebody could make that argument, and I would be okay with that.
So the question then is, how much better was the deck in set 5 than everything else? That with getting basically no upgrades or very minimal, like we're mentioning, that it can carry over when everything else got, even like Ruby Amethyst getting 1 card, or Popsicles getting 2 to 3 depending on the variant you look at.
I think it wasn't that much better. Like I think it would, for as like surprising as Vegas was, where like it was off the radar, came out slow, like and blew everybody up and won it around. It would not devastate me to be like, oh, actually, like it's shit the bed in U.S. Continentals and the deck is in a down spot right now. Like I don't think that's gonna happen. But it wouldn't like blow me away if that ended up being the case. I think Steel Song is I just never want to see it on the draw. Like just on the play, it is the deck I think with the most nuts. That if they just hit the magic hand, it's just like you just scoop and go to the next game. Now I never want to go to as the red blue matchup. Different, the spread of how bad it is versus red blue.
Yeah, and how worse Half Shark made that matchup too, with being able to like rebuy the B preps.
Right. Because like I mean, Alex said it as a credit to him, and I certainly think that it is. But he was like, "For champ season, I only dropped 1 non-red blue game, but you dropped a lot of red blue games playing Steel Slime." It's just like. I just don't want to play something that has that bad of a matchup against the tier 1 or tier 1.5 deck, whatever you think red blue is. So.
Yeah, and it also comes down to how much copium the Steel Song player has, because a lot of them think the matchups not as bad if you play like Daisy, Piglet, Lauren.
Right. Yeah. But then just. In my opinion, probably was weekend your matchup spread against a lot of other things by going that hard.
I think the Nala is interesting.
Yeah.
Like the Bivens list has been playing.
Yeah, I like it as a Rapunzel soap for sure. But yeah, I think it's a deck that still just like can just go banana town on the play.
Well, and that's like the big thing. It's like. And it's like the interesting thing with like seeing lists go away from Queen is like I feel like you're taking away some of that like nut on the play potential, especially against Ruby Amethyst. Because I remember I played the deck once in set 2, and I like did the Queen wheel against Ruby Amethyst. I'm like, wow, I don't think I can lose the game.
Yeah, that's really big sad when that happens. Yeah. And I just thought, and Robin is just like, if you don't hit it on 3, it's just so bad in the Ruby for the rest of the game. Now you have 8 cards in your deck that stink.
I don't even think it's okay on 3, but like against Ruby Sapphire, I don't think it's that good unless it's singing Holy World, which.
Right. Yeah. I mean, and you have to pair it. Yeah, you have to pair it. Then on 3.
And I don't like. I think it's only good against the steel decks. Like.
Yeah.
Like I guess like maybe it's good against EA, but they're a 4 crab deck now, so like.
Yeah.
You're maybe getting 1 kill off it, and like I guess it's drawing a card, but like, is that better than like Simba or Queen controlling the board and then probably killing something also? I don't know. I'm not a Steel Song player.
Yep. Same. I mean, I guess it says you have a big butt in the Rapunzel
Yeah,
too,
that is true.
but I don't know. So yeah, and I'm really curious to see what this weekend brings too, because who's going to tip their hands for the 8K?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. That's my only problem. I feel like my prediction is this will be like the cross continentals, and I think people
Are just going to keep things close to the. Yeah, but
I think the deck specialists will probably just carbon copy an EU list. Like, I think Candio will probably be on whatever list Frank Karsten was on, probably.
Right. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
makes sense.
I assume Zan's going because isn't it like Zan's backyard?
Yes, he is a Georgia kid.
He'll probably just play whatever 60 he played at EU.
Right.
Uh,
Kendall's list is available to the public for a small nominal fee, so I assume he's just going to play. Like, the deck is the deck at this point. Like, there are 4 or 5 flex spots maybe.
My assumption is Kendall plays 58 out of the 60 cards
that you
from
actually, yeah.
no, like
from his
from
NA
from
deck.
from the EU winning list.
Oh, okay, yeah.
My assumption is
his actual deck is like 58 of the 60 cards.
But my assumption is because he hates Sisu. My assumption is he takes out Big Sisu, puts in 4th B prep, and probably finds a way for a 3rd rabbit because he's Kendall.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the one person that I subscribe to on Metafy, so like
57 cards. He'll probably trim 2 1-drops because for some reason he loves 6 1-drops. Not 8.
Well, he's now officially on the record as being 6 1-drops is wrong. So,
has he on that now? Okay.
In his guide, it's like, I was wrong. Do not play 6 1-drops. So yeah, because Ed's been banging on him for a long time about that. And I think now, like, after his EU matches or whatever, he's like 8 1-drops. Back to 8 1-drops. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see what it looks if it's just going to be a repeat of the Euro meta, because Georgia's also a red purple hotbed between No I'm Not and Luca and a couple other players down there that play it. But we'll see, right? It'll be if Zan wants to bring Green Steel. If he thinks that it can be the red purple killer, we'll see. I mean,
But the question is it the red purple killer anymore, or has Genie like swung it enough?
I haven't seen it. Like when I play on Lorcana right now, I'm just like.
Well, we're on stream. What was that? What platform?
No, I mean when I play at home against my 10-year-old.
His name is Lorcana.
Yes. who magically has 4 Sad Beast I don't actually own and 4 Diablo I don't actually own. But when he plays me, it's not very good at all. So
I like that card.
yeah, I'm more like worried about like fast circles. Like Green Steel still, it's so like if you don't GGT, it's just not getting into a war threshold that I'm like worried about. I'm gonna get to 6 or 7 and reset the board unless you have like the god P tiger. And even then, people are.
That's like
one big season.
My other pet peeve. Why are steel decks trimming peeps? Like
I don't understand really.
like I get like
especially Steel Song is not playing Bare Necessities anymore. So like we have to be on 4P if we're not playing Bare Necessity. What are we talking about?
That's the other thing that I don't understand. Why are we playing a World's Greatest Criminal Mind and not a Bare Necessity? Things might not.
It's the Cobium that I have an out for Tomatello or a half shark or whatever. But like that doesn't matter. Like
What's the game at that point?
Yeah.
Like I'd rather just try to snipe like a B prep out of like Ruby Amethyst or Pop.
I'm very happy if you want to play the like resist song that draws a card or whatever instead of Bare Necessities, by all means, go for it.
I knew it wasn't good, but I was like, oh.
But yeah, I'm worried about Fast GP I'm worried about something like again, if Amber Steel in whatever variation hits the nuts and goes first, that's just always really tough.
That's the other thing. I would love to hear Artabax's reasoning for taking the bonsais out of Emerald Amethyst.
Yeah. It's funny because just in the Discord I'm in with him or whatever, I don't remember the rationale for taking out, but there was rationale after he's like, I wish I had the
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Because you just don't beat red blue.
This is so rewarding.
Right.
I think I'm a decent player. Obviously, I'm not good, or I'd be at fucking Continentals. But I'm glad to hear a lot of
I think there's a gradient, Richie. That's not just I'm only good if I make out of
Not in my brain. Most of my brain.
We need the level between store champs and or even DLCs. Get a regional in there or whatever.
My hot take is we need a local level that and I don't know if it's a local level that qualifies you for DLCs, and maybe DLCs aren't just get into
right.
it.
Yeah.
But I want there to be something where a store can qualify you for something that can qualify you for something.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah,
I want at least one more layer in there somewhere that's above store champs.
Because I love store champs. I go to as many as I can, but they're pretty casual.
Yeah, and I think the official doc says that they are casual.
That they're meant to be ranked casual REL. I found that out at the Pando one where my opponent had a Diablo. I drew inked and they got to drop their Diablo.
Yeah. That's an optional trigger there, opponent.
Yeah. And my opponent tried being oh, you did it too fast, and I'm I was draw ink.
This is just why when I do it, I just don't even bother. I'm I draw for my turn.
Yeah. Did you get there, Alex?
No, it's too fun. The first game though, I was very happy with how I played, and then I feel like the deck was ass for the third one at least. Maybe conceded too early in the second game. I was just
No, I thought you were going to concede way earlier, and then
Yeah,
you were still
too.
playing.
I
I
was
was like, wow, you're still playing that game?
Yeah, I was seeing I should concede earlier than that. I was maybe I conceded but
Never conceded.
No, the thing we do is your first game is forever. So game two, if you win game one and you're behind on time, game two you kind of don't feel like it's going your way.
Scoop.
And how long do you think you need for
games are going up, but yeah.
You got those games.
Did Liz still feel last that match? Did Liz feel last that match?
Yeah, terrible. I hate playing this.
Got 2 cards out of her hand there last game.
That's true. I had 2 when I started 7, and I was I always forget about them.
It's because she doesn't have any other dark removal.
Yeah, I
so
don't
she's
think
probably
Oh yeah.
or Bell.
Yeah, but let's wait until turn 5.
What's funny is
That you want.
Yeah, I think I'm ready for
you know, summon turn 1.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to know why?
Okay, well I guess
Well, you might.
I think I'll be against
you two
But
in your play alley.
no, I can play on
Yeah, I can play
I
it.
would most likely. So I'm most likely boom. Oh no, you can't play.
No, it was me.
Yeah, I'm saying you boom.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll probably be boom.
No, we're gonna have 2 buys.
Yeah.
Honestly, Melee tried to do that at the
We're gonna have 2 buys.
If Melee does it, they can.
I know. I'm laughing. I'm just referring to that.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, because you were here that one. Yeah, that's right.
And it happened again at Checkers. During the draft.
I got my way. We waited.
I'm not against.
That's like leeching.
5 rounds.
I have nothing going on. I have work tomorrow.
No, thank you. I'm too tired.
The problem with a 3 round is that the time we're done with the 3 round My whole house is asleep anyway. So really, like, there's
You're
no
like,
benefit.
woo!
So it's just like,
You're like, I'm gonna go home and play more Lorcana
last time
anyway.
we played three rounds last week, and then I talked to Nick for 2 hours about Lorcana. I don't want it to be over anything, so.
It's fun, like, it's not gonna happen this time because all the rounds take, like, your first round went so long. But it's really fun when a 3-rounder goes pretty fast, but I can sometimes beat Red at home. Because she gets off first at 9 and has a 35-minute drive.
At least not at the moment, because right now, I'm trying to put together how to do stuff.
Oh no, Brian.
What?
Me and you.
Lorcana round 3 pegs, you're up.
Am I playing Matt?
I didn't look, I just saw who I was against, honestly.
Are we up here?
Yeah.
Table 2 again for the third time?
It's your lucky table.
Let's play here.
Hey, get there, Brad. You got this.
Fuck you, Blake. I hope you lose.
Probably not.
You rooted against me. So I'm gonna root against you.
Well, that's what you get for after our game. You walked up to her and said, "Did you get there?"
Well, yeah, because I could have just shook in her hand. It would have been great.
We're supposed to be friends. I've known you for so long.
It is crazy how long we've known each other.
They started doing that on Zoom.
Oh, yeah.
So did you play Yu-Gi-Oh here before?
Yeah. They opened on my birthday 2 years ago, and I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh here for a long time. I've known Nick has played for years.
Did you play like during the garage days then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I took like a break for a while, and I started again.
It's always fun to hear like the stories of the people who have like been here since the original.
Right.
Odds or evens?
You got it.
I will.
Now it's this point.
Did you cut?
I have not.
That's right.
Alright, Lorcana, you guys good? Round 3 of 3, last round. You guys got it. Give me this up on the clock. Good luck. Give me it.
Thank you.
We actually find a trip for turning 30. We thought we were going to Niagara.
Specifically Niagara, but like, I would also go to Niagara Falls in Canada.
Good luck.
That's to you.
It's like, you can't just do nothing. Like, good to do some non-zero activity. That we can be like, yeah, we did something fun for turning 30.
Especially with that birthday so close.
Many years ago, we talked about going to Europe for but like now we're going to this year 26 and we're going to deal a little bit more with longer period. This will be the second one. Yeah, in retrospect, done enough to go with Uber 30 years ago. So
So you have to
apparently,
go
we're actually obligated
again.
to go.
The discussion of what to do for our trip began when Allie randomly
Wait,
sent me
hang
a
on.
message
I'll do
saying, "Hey, you want to ask
Hang
them?"
on.
For next year, not 2025, but 2027.
Yeah, for our
Why
31st.
does it feel like- Well, yeah, well, it's kind of like we could say, I know, let's see.
No.
I remember laughs when he says that.
It's funny.
I'm not gonna go there. 10.
9. I just want to go somewhere, and I want to go somewhere that's pretty
Compete, play Cindy.
Let's this is the pool.
Oh, you're my mom. Okay, yeah. So and then your wife is my sister, who many family fights on vacation. We're gonna go somewhere. My mom would be like, "Can we relax for 2 seconds?"
Storm the loop.
All right.
Let's draw powers to play
How's this going? Doing this.
She didn't actually know how expensive the place is, so she just said it.
No, I knew it was expensive. That's why I said a year before to start saving. Make me sound dumb.
I think I'm not done with this actually.
That is not a one for her. Come on.
No, that's so bad.
Ink Doc, Double Daisy. Go ahead.
Apparently,
Wow. You got your chatting buddy. Alright, I'm ready to go.
Let's befuddle the Cindy.
Oh, yeah. We will do
Plus 4.
Four.
6, 2 triggers. Piglets. Big tank.
And go ahead.
You have 2 in hand? Correct.
Yeah, something to tackle. Thank you.
Let's bounce and move it with Kid.
I know, thank you. I need you to be.
First swap, just card.
And you can keep it.
Friends, although they're changing again.
Let's go 2 into one of the daisies. Let's Invest Lawrence, play Cindy Piglet. Yes.
If you put this on him,
Play the turn. 4, 6, 12.
Tink to hand. Big Cindy hand. Am I just always gonna lose the game where you have triple 2 questers?
Quest 3. Oh,
Storm the Blue.
Deals
2. But I'm gonna take it out with
Absolutely.
this daisy. Take out the daisy with 2. Take out the Mal. That's at 1.
Only 19 effective draft. They can change it. Well, I forgot.
Is that
Or anything with crap.
that doesn't?
Alright, then I take first place.
Ink a big tank. Play this tank trigger. Take a Peeps.
I guess like if I had to read on the
Go ahead.
quick shot,
Oh, yeah, I want a box.
I didn't want to use the ID.
That's not a quest for 2.
17, right?
Yep.
Trigger daisy.
And I will pass on this.
That's it, guys.
Shift this trigger, take out the daisy, shoot this for 2. So it's dead because it takes 1 off the tank too. Quest for 4 for sure. You have how many in hand? Just 1.
Quest for 3.
What do I do? That's 4. Let's play another daisy. 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19, 20. Okay, somehow plus 2.5. Is there anything you can hit this?
Play that.
Don't think so. Got 8. Trigger. You have 2 triggers from Daisy. Go ahead. 8. You have 12 on board. I didn't realize I could kill 3 of your characters that one turn. So I thought you would be at a guaranteed 18. I wasn't thinking about the piglet being able to take out the daisy when I thought that I was just going to lose to that.
And I had all 3 characters on at that point, or no, 4 characters.
Yeah, you had 4 characters. And my brain didn't think about it until right before I made the play. So originally I was thinking about just challenging, and then I was like, I'm gonna storm to see what I draw. And then the storm play made me realize I had enough to take out an extra character. Did you have the Gather as your last card?
I drew Goat for turn. I had GD, Broom, and then I don't remember what the other card was. But it wasn't enough to get me 2.
Yes, but they're not going to be doing how you start having that's going to be like a
The third Daisy was really relevant too for being able to quest for a lethal on the next turn.
I am super losing, and I know I'm losing, so I'm just kind of like.
Had I at least had one more turn, I would have probably didn't get there, but
Yeah, because you can genie and then goat the turn after that, and you would have gotten a quest with the.
Because I would play the genie that turn, and then the next turn, quest, and then play the goat.
Would you like to go first this
I
time?
would definitely take it first.
Good.
Shock and an awe as to.
So I have to learn how to begin in this matchup.
I just like going. I've never seen you ask for a coaching on
I think I'm putting 5, but maybe 6. I think it's 5.
That's one.
Best of luck.
Yeah, so like when I play
I can gain more damage on the character. But I play
Start with Inking Churnable.
It isn't a basic name.
Play Daisy. Go ahead.
I think one moment I will play.
Ink a Beast, play my own Daisy, and pass.
Go ahead.
That's the sun.
Might as well be.
One into Daisy. Go ahead. The broom.
Or any
In the library. Yeah. And then I will just cast out 4, 6, so 8, 2 Daisy Triggers. Cindy to hand. Zeus to go.
You can have one.
Take out Daisy. Dead duck. Ink this big Cindy. Play small Cindy. Smee. Take out Ma'am. Go ahead. The Smee takes another damage.
Let's befuddle the Cindy. I gain 1.
Yep. 9.
I will use the Daisy to go to 11.
Cindy. All the Cindy's.
1. Let's put the Daisy in the library. And my last thing I will play broom. And you're gonna go.
You have 2 in hand?
1 in hand.
1 in hand.
No, I am.
Let's start with a storm on the broom. Inkfish Chenpo. Play the Cindy. Take out the Daisy. Decide if I'm doing anything with the second SME. I think the answer is no. Go ahead, take up.
Plus for 2.
Draw, I will gain
12. That's a lot of ducks.
Befuddle, the Cindy. Go ahead.
Yes.
Put 2 in the
I guess you're getting sticks.
We had all the Cindy's.
Didn't know if it was the same copy I kept bouncing back or not.
You saw the other one off the top.
Yeah.
You're right.
Weren't both of them? Well, 2 of them are.
I think so, yeah. There are a lot of Cindy's.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of balls to go to.
Hmm.
This is a Disney game. It's round to the gutter.
It's a Disney game. I can be there.
Depends who you ask.
The animators.
Especially in the 90s. Or any VHS tape for that matter.
Or any Disney mom.
What is name?
Yep.
Go.
Discard the other also.
Draw.
Big Cindy.
Plus for 115.
All Cindy's. I only play Cindy's, apparently.
They're all
Against
top of
me.
that.
That's just.
Cindy here, Cindy there, Cindy, Cindy everywhere.
Jimmy's worst nightmare.
Bosses on a roll. 2, 3.
I knew that.
These 2 to the bottom. And then 3 to the top. And that brings me to 16.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Draw. We'll shift a big lady. We will take out library this way. We will take out Daisy this way. We will definitely quest to 1. Decide if we're going any further and if these SMEs are out of this world. And decide if we're ranking. Yeah, but you put 3 cards on top of your deck. That's scary.
First quest in like 15 minutes.
Those cards could be anything. Those cards could even be a boat.
Could be.
And I think I'm just trying out being
I appreciate it so much. That's just the thing. Yeah. You can do it.
We vote.
I can't stand the show, but I say somebody else on that show.
It's gonna be a big shock.
Do I think I need this is the question. I might, and I don't think it hurts to hold. Now the question is about the Sims. Do I think I need it? Does it do anything to quest with that?
29
We have 29 minutes. We have plenty of time for me to figure out what these.
Smees are doing.
Yeah.
28 minutes and 56 seconds. I might be pushing it. Whoa.
Don't think it does anything to do anything with them, so we will just pass. I think both of them is the same.
Let's play this Chromacon off the top. Let's use the Chromacon to draw.
Believe it or not, I will draw with you.
Please, Maleficent. I am in shock and in awe, and I bet I will pass.
We will ready a lot of things. We will draw. You eat this dock and tink away that
I
round.
mean, look at my giant pile of characters.
We will quest for 2, 5, 6 for sure, putting us to 7.
Definitely.
8,
Sorry,
9,
I
10,
think I'm
11,
gonna be
12,
like
13, 14,
probably how
15,
Matt
16,
was
17,
doing.
18, 20, 21.
I'm
Diane?
2, 9, plus for 1, 10.
Go ahead. I do not want to give you extra. I will.
And then part of me is
My
like,
double gather?
go back to my baby.
Unfortunately. Let's just just because I want to see what's at
And
the
then I
top.
was like, ah, that's what he said.
Draw. Oh, look at that. You got it.
Like, I don't know.
Oh, unfortunate.
But I just feel like
I kept trying to set up the shift Cindy for so long. You just kept following it.
Listen, Cindy being a 1 who turns saying 3 early on is pretty good, especially against a bunch of weenies like this deck generates.
Beanie, like general.
Yeah. I want to try to put together the Ruby Amethyst.
If you ever want to try it, I just put it together for my fiance.
I have most of it. The only things I still need is if I want to play Maui Shark, then I would need Maui Sharks. But then I just need 2 more regular Mauis.
Don't worry, I also hate myself for that.
And it grinds my gears that I would have to play that card. Because not only am I not crazy about Moana, I cannot stand Dwayne Johnson.
We are opposites. I both love Moana, and 90% of the reason is because of Dwayne Johnson.
Is the other 10% Alan?
The other 10% is it's actually just a really good story.
This final round?
Good games.
Oh, that's you. I guess my luck in stream more